Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to talk about something that I saw that was a little bit interesting regarding the toy industry. But before I do that, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. So, before I talk about the industry, I'm just going to talk about the stock market real briefly, just a recap. Um, the reason why the stock market is currently going down. Um, Basically, the bond yield is higher. So there's a guy named Bill Ackman. Have you ever heard of him? A hedge fund manager. So what he does is he gets on X, formerly known as Twitter, and he tweeted a tweet saying that he covered his bond short. And so apparently a lot of people follow him over on Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter, but a lot of people are, and they follow him. And they took that as a sign to get into treasuries. So a lot of people, they moved over to treasuries. And that is why the stock market went down a little bit and the bonds went higher. So he stated that it would go up to like 5%. But he put on Twitter or X that the bonds are going to go up by 5%, and so um, there's like a bunch of people that follow him, and so that's what happened. It's like you know how a whole bunch of people will follow certain people or whatever. So that's what they were doing with this guy, and it caused a huge move in the bond market and a shift in the stock market by a little bit. So that's what's going on with the stock market. Um, he really did have some strategy to it. So he would tell them that it's going up so that everybody, all of his followers can get in, push it upwards. And then by stating that he covered his short, that means that he is taking his profit. So his followers, they got excited. They all jumped in, pushed it all up together. And then he got out and took his profit with them. So that is the latest thing going on as it pertains to the stock market. Other than that, that's what happened. That's what's happening. And so I am still dollar cost averaging. What are you doing? Are you in the stock market? Have you decided to participate, or are you going to stay away from the stock market? What have you decided to do? All right, so I'm going to go into the toy industry, and I saw something kind of interesting. They are seeing a trend as far as the increase in people buying toys, an increase. So they have numbers. Toy sales for adults has increased from 1.7 billion to 6.4 billion dollars from June 2021 to June 2023. So instead of adults buying toys for their children, well, they may still be buying them for their children, but they're noticing that adults are buying toys for themselves, which I find to be kind of strange. Do you know any? See, I would think that this whole story is just made up because just because you're reading something doesn't mean it's the truth. People lie. Like people make up things. Um, so do you know any adults that have toys? Like, do you know any adult women with dolls that they're dressing up, things like that? So Only reason why I think there might be credibility to this is because they're looking at the number of sales. They can see what the profit is, and it's $6.4 billion. And according to the article, what adults are buying are toy called Zoo Pals. Have you ever heard of that? Spelled Zoopals. So that's the current trend, Zoo Pals. And it's stated as paper plates with animals on it. So they'll have different animals like a pig, a turtle, a duck, and a whale, or a pig or a turtle or a duck or a whale. And these are paper plates. And they're called Zoo Pals. And this is like the current trend as far as toys go for adults. So have you ever heard of such a thing? Or do you know anyone doing this? Okay, they state that the reason behind this is that people are longing for carefree innocence and security of their childhood. That's what the article states. The article states that people are longing for nostalgia during difficult times and during threatening circumstances. So they noticed this increase in sales of toys for adults to the tune of $6.4 billion. So some other common toys they have listed include games, puzzles, collectibles, trading cards, building sets, Legos. Legos has created a whole new line for adults. So they have a line for children and they have a line for adults. And then dolls. So they have the dolls and the clothes that you put on the dolls. So, according to the article, this is the growing trend. They looked at the year 2021 to 2023, and the sales grew from $1.7 billion to $6.4 billion. So, why do I bring this up? Well, I bring this up for several reasons. You know that this is a finance podcast, right? So generally, when it comes to business, you kind of think of the things that people want. Um, so I just thought it was very interesting. So you got the stock market. Are you in the stock market or are you staying away from it? What do you think? Real estate. You know, real estate is very important. Um, it is a tangible asset, right? You don't have to think about the fluctuations that happen with the stock market. It's a tangible asset. It increases in value if you buy in an appreciating area. And then with the threat of layoffs, with AI coming, with robots, they're trying to create robots to replace people's jobs. Having rental property is going to provide security from all of that. Of course, it will take time to accrue the rental property, but the fact that you're doing it will put you ahead of a lot of people because people are not thinking about building a rental portfolio. Like your average person is not thinking about building a rental portfolio. So that is very important. No matter what kind of real estate you decide to do, you can do whatever kind of real estate you want. So there's all kind of things out there. You can buy it and hold it. Um, you can do Section 8. Um, and I've done Section 8 before. So it's not anything that you need to be concerned about. You know, people are people, you know. So You could do Section 8. You could do buy and hold, Airbnb. Flipping, I wouldn't advise it. Like I do talk to flippers, but with flipping, you're always flipping, and you never own something. So it's good to own it and build equity. Um, Mobile homes. Um, some people like the nursing homes. Some people have those assisted living facilities. Um, so a whole bunch of different types of real estate you can get into. Um, when you go up higher, some people go into the storage facilities. Um, all kind of different things you could do, but very important. Even if you're just starting out, the fact that you have this um, the idea of acquiring real estate is important, right? Then you got your business, kind of what I'm talking about now. All different kind of businesses you could do, creating your business or buying your business. You got Bitcoin, a little bit of Bitcoin, um, and then gold, a little bit of gold, right? So the whole idea of diversification, and then just putting one foot in front of the other, and focusing on what it is that you decide to focus on. All right. So do me a favor. Before we leave, I need you to hit the like button, and I need you to hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this new trend with the toy industry? Do you believe them? Do you believe that adults are out here buying toys? Do you think that they're just making this article up? You know that some people make things up, right? And they put it in the media. You know that, right? So, do you believe this is what is happening? Do you know anyone that is doing this? Do you have any friends or family? When you go over to their house, do you see a collection of dolls sitting on their couch? That would be kind of creepy, wouldn't it? um, do you see, when you go over to your boyfriend's house, is there a collection of Legos in the kitchen? I mean, is this something that you're seeing with your eyes? Because I'm not seeing it. So let me know. Um, do you believe this trend? Do you see it with your own eyes, or do you take it as at a face value because they came with the number? The number is, they're making $6.4 billion, billion with a B. All right. On the one hand, I kind of believe it because they have the number, but on the other hand, I kind of don't believe it because I don't know anybody who was doing it. So, what do you think? And then, how is your business going? Are you working on your business every day? How is that going? So, just keep working on it, even if it looks like it's not going anywhere. Just keep working and keep putting one foot in front of the other, because there's someone right next to you who is not working on anything, right? So even if it looks like you're standing still, um, the fact that you're working on it, it will eventually move you versus the person next to you who's not doing anything at all. All right. So stay encouraged, stay prayed up, and keep working on your financial goals. Right. So before you leave, do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Also, share this with anyone you know who is interested in improving their finances and building their wealth. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your night. Bye for now.